Okay. Now the dance session is up.
Oh man,
it's okay. Jackson, we're not here for perfection. We're just here for fun. But good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to a dueling episode. Dueling special edition dueling episode. Of course, it's picks and analysis, but we are also going to be doing a CFP rankings breakdown for the first 10-15 minutes of this show. So if you haven't gotten a chance to react to the CFP rankings yet or seen them, we're going to break it here first. And of course, we're going to do our normal everyday picks and analysis as well. And we're going to pick some of the best games of the week. Of course, BYU, Texas Tech, Bama, LSU, Louisville, Cal. Could Cal maybe pull off an upset? Notre Dame, Navy. We got a lot of games to talk about. And the CFP rankings, it's only the initial one, so everyone calm down. Calm down. I see you in the chat there. Calm down, everybody. But as always, it's going to be a fun ride. I can't wait to talk about it. And I could not do this without the Batman to my Robin, Jackson Johnson, the Jacksonian. Jackson, how are you?
I'm doing all right, friend Robin. How you doing today, good buddy?
Pretty exciting, actually. I mean, it's hard to believe, Jackson, but we're already at the point in the season where the CFP rankings are out. That's when you know business is about to pick up.
Man, time flies by when you're having fun. I tell you what. And I just have to say, though, some of the rankings I like, but some of them I got some questions about. I will tell you. Because I'm looking at strength of wins and everything.
Yes. So let's get into it, shall we? CFP rankings breakdown. Jackson, let's talk about this. So this is just the normal top 25. I will pull up the bracket and we will kind of delve into the bracket a little bit as well. So take a quick gander at this. Number 1's Ohio State. Number 2's Indiana. 3, Texas A&M. Number 4, Alabama. Number 5, Georgia. Number 6, Ole Miss. Number 7, BYU. Number 8, Texas Tech. Number 9, Oregon. Number 10, Notre Dame. Number 11, Texas. Number 12, Oklahoma. 13, Utah. 14, Virginia. 15, Louisville. Checking in at 15. Go Cards. 16, Vanderbilt. 17, Georgia Tech. 18, Miami. 19, USC. 20, Iowa. 21, Michigan. 22, Missouri. 23, Washington. 24, Pitt. Pitt's got some big games coming up. And number 25, Tennessee. Jackson, looking at this, there's a lot of things that you could probably pick apart from this. But as we know, it's the initial rankings. We've got plenty more to come. This isn't make or break just yet. But off this initial first look, Jackson, at just the normal top 25, what stands out to you?
Well, can we see who number 10 is? Like, I'll, let's see.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame. Sorry if I take off that. Oh, never mind. I can see it. Yeah, because I want to get a close look. And, everybody here needs to get a close look. I mean, Texas, Oklahoma, 11 and 12. I mean, they really want there to be a Red River rivalry playoff game so bad. Like, I mean, I think it'd be cool, but it's like, somebody's getting screwed. That's the price for that. Oregon, they don't really. Oklahoma State just has got worse this season. Oregon State's worse.
Mhm.
I mean, their best win is against Northwestern. I mean, did we think that we were going to be saying that in the preseason? Like, oh, your best win is against Northwestern on some, some piece of shit conference opponent on big noon kickoff in a sloppy slate. Like, come on. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
looking at that, and it's just, what did Oregon do again to
Mhm.
deserve to be number 9? I mean, it's like nothing against them, but it's just you got blasted by Indiana in your own backyard, and I mean, Indiana should be number 1 in my book, but at this time, I really don't care who number 1 is between Indiana and Ohio State testing. I'm like, you can put in whoever the heck you want for number 1. Um, as for Louisville, let's look at Louisville, shall we?
Yep. Louisville is 15.
Yeah,
Virginia is ahead of them.
I feel like people that have Louisville at 15, I don't think the committee I don't think they were sitting there watching Louisville James Madison. I mean, I get that like Louisville James Madison is impressive. Like, okay, you got us there. Louisville lost to Virginia. Not impressive, but okay.
Which
Virginia's got better since
here's
then.
the thing, Jackson. I want to see if anybody notices this. But Jackson, do you notice something particular about this initial ranking that they haven't done in years past?
What-
They're honoring head to
Where's
heads
where's
because look
where's
at
Pittsburgh? Where's Pittsburgh?
they're down at 24.
Oh man, like I gotta say, Pitt. I mean, like that Pitt win has
Mhm.
gotten better for Louisville as the seasons went on because, like
Yes.
at that time, Pitt had a crappy quarterback at Eli Holstein, and ever since they've had this Mason
Mhm.
kid, Mason Heights. I forget how you pronounce his last name, but Pittsburgh has just been on a roll since they lost to Louisville and West Virginia. And
Mhm.
honestly, what has I mean, or Oregon at 9? I'm not understanding that at all. Like, because I saw this post tonight. I saw a post about that on Instagram about that the best wins for Oregon and Louisville. Now, Louisville did beat Miami on a Friday night, which there again, I said
Mhm.
myself on Locked On West Virginia when I talked with Mountaineer Paul minutes before the game. I did say Miami will win a tight one, but do not be shocked if Louisville upsets Miami because once again, Miami tends to lose the games they shouldn't when no one really cares about them. But when everybody cares about Miami, that's when Miami thrives. That's the point I
Mhm.
have mentioned here on this show. I've mentioned it on the final
Mhm.
whistle. I've mentioned it on God knows how many places that I've been. I mean, I've probably mentioned it on ads, but I don't mind mentioning it again if I have to. But that's the thing, though. Louisville's wins keep
Mhm.
getting better and better. And like this Virginia team, I
Mhm.
mean, this feels like 1990 Virginia before like Virginia went on their losing streak, but still. And
I mean, here's the thing. Not to cut you off, Jackson, but I want to bring this up. Jackson, they're honoring head to heads too. How do you feel about that? Because in years past, Jackson, they've been very fickle about that when it fits the narrative.
I'm
This year,
a head to
Jackson,
head. I'm a head to head guy myself. I always like to go. I go by head to head and strength of victory. I always like to do that. I mean,
because look at
that's
what
how
they.
I go. Huh?
I was just gonna say real fast because that's what they've been. Jackson, they did that this year in this initial ranking because Bama's ahead of Georgia, Virginia's ahead of us. The only thing that people are having a gripe about is Notre Dame being ahead of Miami because Miami's got the head-to-head victory. Now,
Well, that's the thing, though. Unfortunately,
mhm,
and I
mhm,
saw this from Kane's Insider 247 from
mhm,
Gabby. it's going to take me a while to get that last name correct, but he warned that Miami was going to go down in the rankings because of what they've been doing at the course of the season.
Yep.
And I think the committee considered that. They're like, well, yeah, you had a big win against South Florida. Well, yeah, you had a big win against Notre Dame. But nobody's impressed with that Florida win or that Florida State win because Florida has been downhill since Brandon Bett decided to bring out the hot Tua and spit on that thing on South Florida. And, Florida State, I mean, they've gone downhill since that loss to Virginia on Friday night for week 5. And
here's
the Louisville game for Friday Night Football, that's when things were starting to fall apart for Miami. And then they lose to SMU in overtime. Now, Miami still does have a shot, no doubt about this, because, again, their trump card is the head-to-head win over Notre Dame. But
yes,
they do have a common opponent. Notre Dame, Miami do. Throughout the month of November, Pittsburgh. So Miami may either have to pull for Pitt to beat Notre Dame just so they can kind of get back in that top 10 go, man, you know what? We don't need to go to the AC title game. We just got to win out. We're good. And then like your Pitt win will be like an at-large playoff bid game right there, which once again, when Miami is in these spotlight games, they thrive on that. But when nobody cares about their games, that's where they're falling apart. Don't so much watch for how they play against Pitt on rivalry week now. Don't watch for them so much when they're playing against Notre Dame or Florida or Florida State. Watch for games like how they played against Louisville on Friday night a few weeks back, when not a whole lot of people were thinking about Miami Louisville. Watch how Miami plays against a team like an SMU's of the world, because when no one's really talking about Miami SMU, watch how they play against Syracuse this week, or how they play against North Carolina State, or how they play against Virginia Tech, because those are the games that don't have spotlight. Nobody's sitting there thinking about Miami Syracuse, Miami North Carolina State, Miami Virginia Tech. That's going to be the true test for Miami. Can Miami win when the spotlight isn't on them? That's the question there.
So, and looking at these rankings, one thing I took away from this is, Jackson, is looking at this, Jackson, Iowa, 20. I found that very interesting because, Jackson, what is Iowa's best win today?
Well, they really don't have that much of a big win, honestly. I mean, Minnesota, maybe? I mean, nothing against Minnesota, but good grief. I mean, you can't brag about Wisconsin.
Because here's the thing.
Penn State, you can't brag about them. I mean, Rutgers is, they're fighting for bowl eligibility.
So I was listening to them tonight, Jackson, because when they revealed Iowa at 20, I was like, okay, they got Oregon coming up. Of course, they're going to get their chance to prove against Oregon on Saturday. And I was thinking to myself, listening to them, I was like, why is Iowa at 20? Was beating Minnesota that impressive? And then I thought, I know what it is. And they mentioned it on there is they're the only team this year, Jackson, to play Indiana within one score. Think about that. Oregon lost
100%. No doubt about it.
And
I mean, like, that's the
and
thing.
Reese Davis he even brought it up, Jackson, real quick. He said, and even the committee member said, we ranked Iowa because that Indiana loss, even though they lost, still holds weight. They played Indiana to the end, whereas Oregon lost by double digits. They smacked Illinois, and everybody they've beaten, except Iowa, has been beaten by double digits. And I said, that's a good point. But now here's the thing, though. If we go down that rabbit hole, Jackson, then where do we start rewarding other teams at then? That's the thing that concerns me. Are we going to start rewarding losses? Because they still lost at the end of the day, no matter if they lost by 1 or lost by 50. That's why I was concerned about Iowa being ranked at 20. I hope this is just from the initial rankings, and hopefully this isn't the standard with the new committee going forward, where if you play a top 3 opponent close, they're going to reward you like that because you still lost. I'm not saying abolish them. Iowa shouldn't be ranked, but 20, that's a little high for me. But go ahead.
Well, and USC Iowa. Once you see USC beat Northwestern, and if you see Iowa upset Oregon on Saturday, that's going to be a playoff elimination game right there. I mean, that comes to no surprise right there. Tennessee's best win. Nobody. That's their best win.
Well, and thank you for being here as always, Hummus. He says, "What is Tennessee being ranked?"
I promise you, B-Bean, I believe Florida is going to beat Tennessee in Gainesville again.
And here's the thing. He said Tennessee being ranked is insanity. Jackson, what is Tennessee's best win right now? That would even qualify them.
I mean, unfortunately, they can't flex their Syracuse win. I mean, they can't flex that. I mean, Mississippi State. I mean, you only won that game.
My gosh.
You got lucky against Mississippi State.
And Dave Walensky says Tennessee and Missouri should not be ranked. Jackson, I know a lot of it's still brand bias. I understand that, but Tennessee and Missouri are the two. Like Washington, you can make a good case for. Pittsburgh, you can make a good case for. Michigan, Iowa, you can make a somewhat case for. But Missouri and Tennessee, I'm trying to think what I'm having a hard time. And Jackson, it seems unanimous here that Tennessee should not be ranked. I mean,
no. I mean, Tennessee's a joke. They're just a joke.
I mean, and
I want to see them sweat. I want to see them sweat in Gainesville.
And then look at this too, Jackson. You want to know something interesting? Jackson there's a cluster month in the ACC right now because you got Virginia, Louisville, Georgia Tech, and Miami all within one spot of each other. Vandy's the one in between them all, and that tells me the committee is like.
I mean, I saw something on Sports Center earlier today where they were saying, "Is the ACC a one-bid league?" It's because they want it that way. They want it that way. I mean, honestly, and it's just a bunch of horse dung. Somebody is going to get screwed. Somebody from the ACC or the Big 12 is getting screwed.
Well, and we're about ready to get to it, Jackson. But when we get to this bracket part of it and look at the bracket, you'll see because there's a certain somebody we know, Jackson, that's been making a point about Notre Dame that he's been saying this whole time. But before we get to that, Jackson, looking at this, BYU, Texas Tech, that's going to sort itself out. For people that are saying the Big 12 is not a two-bid league, they're one. They're like the ACC. Well, it's going to sort itself out. Jackson, looking at this, I asked this. Do you agree with Ohio State being number one? Let's get the monkey out of the room.
You know what? I'm all right with that because honestly, that Texas win keeps getting better and better and better. Because the chips were down on Texas for the Red River rivalry. What did they do? They beat the living hell out of Oklahoma. And then, you got other games on how they're going to perform, such as Vandy. I mean, they won a title against Kentucky, Mississippi State, but I was like, they're going to beat Vandy. They're gonna beat Vandy. What do? They beat Vandy, and the hype, and people were hyping up Arch Manning, and then those same people were saying, "Oh, well, Arch Manning sucks. Arch Manning sucks ass. Oh my god." But then those same people are like, "Oh, I always thought Arch Manning was the greatest thing." No, you didn't. You were saying that he's on your shit list 3 weeks ago. I mean,
See,
you got to remember those Manning genes
here's
and the fact that he's a freshman. But
here's my thing, Jackson. I can understand the case for Ohio State being number one, but if it was up to me, I would have Texas A&M number one right now. I'd have A&M at number one, and I know to our Ohio State people that's going to upset them, but at least hear me out before you go after me. At least give me a chance to explain myself. And Caden says at least Ohio State is a team you cannot. Actually, I'm about ready to dispute it. Ohio State has a great defense. They haven't given up very many points, and they're beating teams. But Texas A&M Jackson, I think, has the best win in the country right now because they went to South Bend and beat Notre Dame. And Jackson, and you can make the same argument for Indiana.
yeah,
Whereas Ohio State, they beat Texas at home. Whereas those other two teams can say we went on the road and beat these teams. And the way the rankings back it up, Indiana and Texas A&M beat two top 10 opponents by these ranking metrics. Ohio State beat a top 20 opponent. But like Cummins said, they do have 2 ranked wins under their belt. And I know this is only the first one, but let me ask you this. Jackson, do you value a top 10 win or do you value 2 ranked wins in the top 25?
a top 10 win.
Okay. And that's why I said I acknowledge what Ohio State did. I'm not discrediting it. I would just have A&M right now, number one, right now. But if Michigan ends up getting in the top 15 or Ohio State wins the Big Ten, then by all means, and the Texas somehow gets to the SEC title game, you've got my blessing, Ohio State. You've earned the right to be number one. I just think for what we've seen resume wise for me, resume wise, I guess you could say Ohio State's been playing the best of anybody. Resume wise, I'm giving A&M my vote for number one.
Oh yeah. Like me personally, I'm kind of like you could flip Ohio State, Texas A&M, Indiana to number one because like I don't care who's number one right now between those three. You can make a case for any one of the three. I mean, because like the Texas win keeps getting better and better for Ohio State. The Notre Dame win keeps getting better and better for Texas A&M. And the Oregon win is always shining for Indiana, especially when you beat them in Autzen Stadium.
Yes.
And I don't want to call this early, but Georgia, even though they're number 5, they're gonna lose the first game they're in the playoffs like they did last season. I mean, Mike Bobo's a horse dung offensive coordinator. Well, I call him Mike Bobo.
So, Jackson, before we get to looking at the bracket, though, how do you feel about Alabama being at number 4?
I really don't care. I don't care. You put them in ranking you want. I mean, because personally, I just want to see Alabama get in the playoffs. That's what I want to see. Like, if we're getting a bye, cool. If we don't get a bye, cool. That means we get home field advantage. So it's like I'm cool with. I just want to know who we're gonna play.
Here's the thing too, and I want to respond to this. He says it's not strictly a resume contest, though, Austin. They just think Ohio State is better, like most people do. And I'm not saying that Ohio State is not better than Texas A&M, but I value that top 10 win. The fact that they went to Notre Dame, went to that environment, and won, that holds some weight for me. Everyone views this different. That's what makes this beautiful. No one person is wrong. I mean, and Hummus says, and Ohio State has a better resume anyway. A&M beat Notre Dame, but has only played 2 teams above 500 all season. Well, that is very true. But A&M's got some chances coming up. They get Missouri this weekend. They play
Oh, we got
LSU.
exploring with Ben and Sam from exploring with Ben
Hey,
and Sam and quacking off, giving his take on Notre Dame.
Jackson. Hey, I wasn't done yet. Anywho, Ben, you're fired. Anywho, and Texas A&M Hummus went to LSU and dominated them in their house. Now that's impressive. Not only say we went to Notre Dame and won, but we went to Death Valley where we haven't won in years, and we took care of business. Now that's where my argument comes in at. I know people will say, "Well, LSU's a dung heap now." That's still impressive. I, like I know Jackson will sit here and tell you LSU's dung heap, Bama's going to beat them by 30. I know he's going to sit here and tell you that here in a minute. But
actually, I don't have Alabama beating LSU by 30.
Oh, okay. Well,
we're good
that's
there.
That's a spoiler alert. And Clint Moses said Ohio State is underachieved. Number one should be scoring 40 plus on Illinois, Wisconsin, Ohio, and Penn State. I mean, this is the initial rankings. We all have different opinions on this. And we'll see more as the season goes along, of course. We still got plenty of football left to be played.
I want to see a Texas-Oklahoma playoff game so bad, but then on the other hand, it's like, oh, God, are we going to get screwed in some – is everybody going to get screwed in some way, shape, or form by that? It's like, oh, God. And I would like to see – I do want to see if Utah can get in as an at-large, but – if they win out.
So the 12-team bracket, these is what the initial rankings have. So it's the 4 highest seeds, no longer conference champions. And as of right now, Ohio State would be number 1, Indiana would be 2, A&M would be 3, and Bama would be 4, with A&M and Ohio State as the projected conference champions. And then the first round matchups on campus. Texas Tech and Oregon in the 8-9. Georgia, Memphis.
Oregon would beat the hell out of Texas Tech in that one.
Here's the thing, Jackson, before we go on, I think this would be a good game if this is what we get, especially in Lubbock. Oregon, a couple years ago, it took a pick 6 at the end to win that game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't count Tech out of this game.
Oh, I'm not counting Tech out, but I just think Oregon wins that one.
Georgia, Memphis, and people might be saying, where did Memphis come from? Well, they have to have a group of 5 champion, and Memphis is currently the favorite to win. So they would get a date.
Yes, it would, Ben. Oh, my God. The Catholics versus the Mormons. That would be an amazing game right there.
Yes. And he says, be 12 versus 5. So Jackson's theory of Georgia losing in the first round of the playoffs, go bye-bye with that, because Georgia would probably run Memphis off the field. More than likely.
Oh, yeah. But Bama would beat Georgia, so.
Virginia goes to Ole Miss. I think that would be kind of a fun game. And then, like we mentioned, Notre Dame and BYU, that would be fun.
Oh, now, man. Wait,
real fast, Jacksonville. Before you comment, I want to bring this up because a certain buddy of ours, Jeffrey, has been saying this all along. Notre Dame, if they win out, the committee just told us right here, if they win out, they're in. There's no problems. They're in. What do you think about that, Jackson?
Notre Dame getting in. It's all right with me. I mean, you go from 0-2 to winning out with 10 straight victories. You're in, kid.
Remember what Jeffrey's been saying, though, right? He said if Notre Dame wins out, they're in.
Yep. And people crying about Notre Dame, I'm like, I'm going to enjoy it, honestly. I'm going to enjoy it.
And Jackson, and a lot of people have been telling Jeffrey that's not going to happen. Not going to happen. They haven't beat nobody ranked. And guess what? This just validates Jeffrey's point. They want Notre Dame in the field. They're going to get it.
Yep.
I mean, what do you think about these games, Jackson? Would you which one of these is your favorite? If this was the final field,
I like that Notre Dame BYU matchup personally because I mean Georgia will win by double digits against Memphis. I mean Ole Miss will beat the hell out of Virginia, and we're gonna act like we're supposed to be impressed by it. Or Oregon, Texas Tech. That doesn't get me
could be.
excited first. I like Notre Dame BYU the best, but that's just me. Because I mean, like a lot of these first round games, I mean, we're gonna see like a Big Ten conference game, an SEC conference game, an SEC conference game.
Mhm.
But if Notre Dame wins against BYU, we see an in-state battle like we did last season with Notre Dame, Indiana. Are they going to try to make Notre Dame, Indiana the in-state rivalry? I like it. But I mean, Virginia, Ole Miss, I mean, Ole Miss is going to beat the hell out of Virginia. I am sorry to say that to Virginia. Your Cinderella season would be over if you go against Ole Miss. I mean, like that one score game shit with Cal and Louisville and everybody else in college on your schedule, you get away with that because you're in the AC. But you pull that with an Ole Miss, they will chew you up like a chicken nugget.
Jackson,
Man.
now listen, I'm going to defend Virginia on this. You do realize they're playing Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss, right, good buddy? Lane Kiffin's been known to blow a few games himself. So let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Yeah, but I just don't see Ole Miss blowing it against Virginia. Because I mean, it's just I'm not seeing it.
I think you, Jackson, I think this is kind of like the Washington State debacle. Remember, you kind of thought they would handle Washington State, and then they kind of didn't. I feel like this is what that would be. Everyone would be like, "Ole Miss is going to win by double digits," and then Virginia's going to lose by like a field goal, and then everyone's going to be like, "Ooh, Lane Kiffin almost blew it again." That would be what this game is.
I think
And
it
then
would be more like Penn State SMU, but that's just me.
That's fair, Jackson. But this is just the initial rankings. Real fast, because we got to get into our picks for this week. We can't let this consume us.
Yeah, we got to
what
do
you
a
think about
fast
the teams
1
getting
hour. So we can get some clips for all y'all.
Jackson, do you like that Bama has got a bye?
I
Or would you
really
rather
don't
keep
care
playing?
if Alabama has a bye or doesn't have a bye, really. Because if we do, cool. If we don't, cool. Head-to-head win, Hummus. That's why. Because like Virginia
They're
has
honoring
that.
it.
Yep.
Because that's
That's
why
so
Bama's
weird,
ahead of
though.
Georgia. Because
Huh?
they're honoring it this year. Oh, I
Yeah.
was just saying the committee's trying to honor head-to-head this year, try to be more consistent, this new committee, because it's a whole new committee this year and a new chairman. But go ahead.
Yeah.
And Trojan Fight says random but wise Memphis to G5 rep because they got
Well,
and Memphis has the best win.
because they've got like the highest. I know that they're not in the top 25, but out of the group of 5, they are the closest. But I think whoever wins the American Athletic Conference gets in. Obviously, it's not going to be whoever wins the Mountain West or the Sun Belt or the conferences that we know you're not going to see anybody come out of the conference who say are the MAC. That's not happening. But I mean, if James Madison was to win out, I mean, I know like I'm the only man you know of talking about Bob Chesney as a candidate, but hell, if you see James Madison continue to win and then win the Sun Belt, oh, you're gonna hear his name again. You're gonna hear his name from other people. I'd be like, I said Bob Chesney on the ladies of college football on the Voice College Football Sunday night.
And he asked, speaking of Louisville, do they hold the highest victory over a ranked opponent? Yes, within the ACC. Besides, well, actually Virginia, because they beat us, so technically it's Virginia. Virginia holds the highest victory, if you mean within the ACC. But if you mean within college football, no, that would be, I believe, A&M or Oregon. No, it'd be Bama because you all beat Georgia. Bama holds the highest victory in the rankings. Yeah, we lost Virginia. We really should have won that game, Hummus, but I gotta laugh at this. This is funny. Bob Chesney sounds like a country.
Well, yeah,
singer.
because I talked about Bob Chesney on Ladies of College Football and Voice of College Football, and I talked about him a little bit on the After Dark show on Quacking Off with Ben and Spaz. So it's like I'm making sure, and I'm screaming his name on the top of my lungs as the coach that Penn State should get. Because like if you can't get Brent Key, then you go and get Bob Chesney, my friends.
Okay, Jackson. For I Bleed Orange, let's answer the spicy question and then let's make our picks for the week. Do you guys think Indiana is better than Ohio State? Oh boy.
Ohio State has way more talent than Indiana. They've got way more 5 stars, obviously.
But does that make them better though? Stars don't always make you better.
I think Indiana will win the Big Ten this year. I've got Indiana at that number 1 ranking on my Big Ten rankings for the Voice of College Football. But
I'll say Ohio State for right now.
Okay.
As much as I would like to say, oh, Indiana's better and they could beat them. I just, like Troy said, said a lot more depth at Ohio State. Yeah, Indiana doesn't have the depth the Buckeyes do. Like the Buckeyes could lose a good piece of their defense and still be fine. But Jackson, this is just the initial ranking. We've got plenty more to come, and of course, the big one, the one that really counts, is after championship on Selection Sunday after championship Saturday.
Yeah.
And he says, does that say more about IU or less about the Big Ten? Ooh, that's good, Jackson. What do you think? If Indiana wins the Big Ten, does that say more about them or less about the Big Ten?
I think it says more about Indiana, honestly.
Oh, this is funny. Bama ranked 4th in the Bama Invitation. Because Jackson, that's Shannon Sharp's favorite saying. It's the Bama Invitational.
Yeah, I mean, shouldn't Shannon Sharp worry more about trying to get away from those snow bunnies than worrying about what Bama's up to? I mean, I would think that's a higher priority, but that's just me.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, I mean, go eat the net. Go eat that net, but yeah, go focus on those net bones and not focus on Bama and stay away from the snow bunnies. Unk's got some priorities. I mean, Cat Williams warned his ass about messing around with those women. So don't be messing around with those young women, Shannon. So
seamless transition, time travel. We are now in picks and analysis.
There you go.
And of course, it's picks and analysis time. So the college football rankings do not apply here anymore. Now we're going to pick some games. And Jackson, let's start with the Tuesday games. Shall we? Give them a shout out. Jackson, anything nice you'd like to say to Akron?
Congratulations for not sucking.
Okay.
Jackson, would you like pretty good? I like them. Nice. I like them.
Okay, Jackson. Wednesday. Let's make some picks for our people. Kent State, Ball State. Ball State's a 1.5 favorite. 7 p.m. on ESPNU. Who wins, good buddy?
Oh, Ball State.
What's your score?
24-21.
Okay, I'll go 34-26 Ball State. Northern Illinois, Toledo, Jackson, 7 p.m. on ESPN2. Toledo's a 14.5-point favorite. Sneaky good game. I'll go Toledo at home, 31-20. What do you think, good buddy?
It's all right with me. Toledo wins 28-13.
How about some Thursday night football, Jackson? If you don't want to watch the Raiders Broncos, which I don't blame you if you don't, does Georgia Southern State at 7:30 on ESPN2 tickle your fancy with App being 6.5-point favorites? Jack, tickle your fancy. Who's your pick for this game, Jack?
App State beat the hell out of Georgia Southern. But in all seriousness, App State is going to win 28-17.
I'll go 24-17 App State. At home in Boone, North Carolina, at Kid Brewer Stadium. They play good football. 7:30 on ESPN, UTSA, South Florida. South Florida's a 13.5-point favorite. UTSA, Jackson, beat Tulane. Tulane shocked a lot of people. Can they pull off another upset on Thursday night?
No. It's in South Florida. South Florida is going to win 35-24.
And I believe when it says Tulane's head coach stock is going down. Ooh, don't let Jackson hear you say that. He loves him from John Summerall.
That's fine.
And for Hummus Jackson, we need to say something nice about you, man.
You don't
I'll let
suck.
you go first.
You don't suck, and you shouldn't pick.
You got good food, UMass, in your state. There, that was something nice. I'll go South Florida.
Oh man, Big Beans has to fun with me about that. It's like, oh my god, oh my god.
29-14 South Florida. How about some Friday night football, Jackson? 8 p.m. FS1. Houston, UCF in the bounce house. Houston's a 1.5 favorite. Jackson, Houston blew it to West Virginia. Will they lose 2 in a row?
No.
Or will not South Florida, will Central Florida pull off the upset and ruin Houston's chances for a Big 12 title?
Houston will win 28-20.
I'll go 31-29 Houston in a thriller. 9 p.m. Jackson on Fox. Northwestern going to Southern Cali. USD's a 14.5-point favorite. Jackson, can Northwestern spoil the Trojans' playoff hopes in Southern Cali?
You're gonna see.
We got an upset. Got an upset.
Hey, where's that sound? Where's that sound?
Oh, okay. Hold on. We got to.
You know
You
what?
can thank Jackson for that.
That was me. I'm all right.
I'm just saying. Me and Jackson had an upset effect. We're growing here. We got a bigger budget now.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, we'll answer Trojans Fights questions after we pit this game. I'm gonna go with USC in a 35-17 victory over Northwestern.
I'm gonna go 27-21 USC. I think it'll be closer than we thought. But to answer that question, though, Jackson, and while you do that, I'll be BRB. Go fill up my water.
All righty. That's a good question. Why don't we ever hear about SEC teams with Friday night games? Well, I don't know.
I mean, personally, I would like to see some SC Friday night games. I mean, I want to go back to seeing more Thursday night football games, really. Like, I mean, it's like, because the only time we get a really good game in college football for Thursday night football at this point is week 1. That's it, really. Like, I like seeing a good game on Thursday night, a good game on Friday night, and awesome games on Saturdays, really. But yeah, I know, right? I know, like, because I mean, we saw like Auburn, Kansas State play in 2014 on ESPN Thursday Night Football. Auburn, West Virginia in 2008 on ESPN. In week 8 in late October of 2008. That was so cool. Seeing a non-con game in the middle of February. I want to go back to that, honestly, but it's not going by how I want things, but I mean, they should, in my opinion. But South Carolina, Ole Miss, 2009. The only time I remember Alabama playing on a Thursday night in my lifetime is Alabama, Georgia State in 2010, the week before rivalry week. That's it, really. But other than that, I kind of would like to see a Friday night SEC game, honestly. I personally would like to see a Friday night Alabama game. Like, that would be cool. Plus, it's good business to do a Friday night post game show. But that's neither here nor there. But I'll be honest. Well, and that's the other thing too. I know USC and Oregon don't seem to mind Friday nights, but Ohio State, Michigan are not too crazy about Friday night football. I know, Ben. I know, man. I hate that. Oh my God. Like, you guys are gonna get me on a venting session about that one of these days. But that'll be a good
Jackson.
topic.
Yes, good off-season topic. But Jackson, a very, very sneaky Friday night game, 9 p.m. on ESPN, Tulane at Memphis. Memphis 5.5. Jackson, this game here may decide who gets the committee's group of 5 spot in the 12-team bracket. Jackson, does Tulane bounce back or does Memphis keep it rolling?
I think I'm going to go with Memphis over Tulane in a 31-28 fashion.
I'm going to go 31-30. Memphis wins a thriller at the end. On to Saturday. Jackson, noon on Fox. Indiana at Penn State in Happy Valley.
Jesus Christ, that's the game they're putting on bid noon kickoff? Ugh.
But Jackson, Indiana's only 15.5-point favorites. You know what this means, right, Jackson? Vegas is letting us know. Jackson, don't sleep on Penn State.
Yeah, but Cincinnati has a resting bitch face when Indiana's winning 63-10. I think Indiana's going to be fine.
Jackson, here's the thing. What have we learned since we started doing this show together? When Vegas tells you something and I tell you something, have I led you the wrong way yet?
Well, you haven't, but Vegas will lead us the wrong way. That's what I know.
Jackson, I'm going to pick Indiana too, but I'm going to say 34-20 Indiana.
Indiana's going to beat the living hell out of Penn State 49-13. That's what I think. I mean, that's the first. I mean, Blake Gregory.
34-20 Indiana.
That's
34-20
Penn State.
Indiana.
I mean,
you all watch it hard. Watch it. They played Ohio State close for a half. Don't be surprised.
I'm
Jackson,
kind of just
get ready
like,
to look at-
I mean, Indiana's going to beat the crap out of Penn State. That's what's going to happen.
And speaking of Georgia, great segue, Hummus. See, we're going to hire you, Hummus, to be our segue guy. Noon on ESPN, Georgia at Mississippi State. Georgia only a touchdown favorite.
Because they'll do this
Hummus,
stupid. Because once again, you're going to see those Georgia Bulldogs do this stupid bullshit where they win every close game and everybody pretends it's all heroic.
See, here's the thing, Jackson. They're going to Mississippi State. That's the thing. The Cowbells are dangerous. Oh, well, get the
And
siren
I'm
again,
supposed to
Jackson.
feel bad. Oh, boo hoo. Let me get my handkerchief.
Got another ups. We got
Don't
another
rob
upset.
don't rob Texas and Georgia Tech of that honor of beating Georgia. That's what I say.
Jackson, here's the thing. Can Mississippi State win? Yes, because they almost beat Tennessee. And they were in the ball game with A&M in Kyle Field a couple weeks back. So can they win this game? Absolutely. They almost beat Texas. They actually should have beat Texas. So can they win this
Oh,
game?
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh
But
man, the only
do I
reason
think
why
that-
the only reason why they didn't even beat Tennessee was because Tennessee got lucky. They were
and Jackson,
go ahead.
well, once again, Jackson, Georgia's going to find a way to win this game. I'm going to go 27-24 Georgia.
Yeah, I mean that's gonna happen is more bullshit from Georgia. It's gonna be 24-20, and everybody's gonna pretend it's all heroic. I mean, like nobody's doing a victory. Nobody's doing a victory lap over beat Mississippi State. You should never do that. You should never do that. I mean, no offense to Mississippi State, but the only time that's a university that never has good things happen. And when they have good things happen, it's usually at bad timing. You know, like weird things tend to happen. They're like Tina Fey on Mean Girls, where it's like she somehow gets all this bad luck for no reason. That's Mississippi State in a nutshell. They always get all the bad luck. I don't know why. It's like some old haggard witch who looks 80 years old decided, oh, I'm going to curse this university in Starkville, Mississippi because they turned me down. Like, ugh. I mean, I get that you're bad at
Jackson,
university, but don't take it out on a football team. Ugh, what a bitch.
Jackson, you want to know what didn't get turned down? College game day will be in town for maybe the biggest Big 12 game of the entire year. 12 p.m. on ABC. As
Well, at least they
BYU
decided it was a good idea to have Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit call the game.
Hold on, Jackson. Let me do my intro and then you take off. Hold on. The people like my intros here. BYU number 7 going at number 8 Texas Tech, and Texas Tech's a 10.5-point favorite. And like the title of the show says, can BYU win and love it? Jackson, what do you think? BYU's been winning, and they keep on winning. They're like Georgia; they keep finding ways. But is Texas A&M legit? We're gonna find out. Take it away, good buddy. Floor's yours.
I thought Texas Tech was legit. I mean, they showed us that they are legit after that win over Utah in week 4. But the thing is, though, you are right. BYU always finds a way to win. I mean, they've done it throughout the season. Can their defense like put a stop to the passing game of Texas Tech? I think they can, but we'll definitely wait and see. I mean, this looks like a Big 12 title preview. I mean, BYU being one of the 4 unbeatens in all of college football, that's a humongous deal.
Tech's run game, Jackson. See, that's the thing. If Texas Tech's run game, Jackson, if they can get that run game going and be consistent with it, they're a deadly football team because their defense is pretty good too. But like you said, like I said, and you said, BYU keeps winning, and Bear Bachmeyer, no moment's ever too big for that kid. Like you would think a freshman, he's going to have some moments, hasn't shown it. He seems ready for any and all moments, and BYU Jax just keeps winning and keeps winning. And you know what they say, just keep on winning, baby.
Well, and Texas Tech has improved a lot in defense this year. Because I'm looking at it right here. If for total yards allowed per game, they are 10th in yards allowed per game. That's huge in of itself. I mean, you don't see that. But when you do, you're seeing it from Texas Tech this year. I mean, that's amazing right there. I mean, first, like they've got the least rushing yards allowed per game. Oh God, they are going to chew up. I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? I got to pick.
Here's the thing. Hold on. I was about to say, do you want to pick first? Or you want me to pick first?
I'll tell you one for the team first.
Okay, pick away.
I reluctantly have to go with Texas Tech. In a 28
What's your score?
20 victory over BYU. But I am going to pull for BYU because I actually want to see BYU win the Big 12. I want to see like a BYU Utah Big 12 title game, even though that's not happening.
I'm going Texas Tech as well. I think Red Raiders at home. They're hard to beat. And I think I'm going Tech 22-14. 22-14 Texas Tech wins in a low-scoring game. Noon on the AC Network. SMU, Boston College. SMU's 11.5-point favorite. Jackson, BC, almost stunned Notre Dame last week.
Yeah,
and
I know.
Guess what, Jackson? It's trap
I'm gonna
week for SMU.
throw up in my
Do
mouth. I about threw up in my mouth a little bit from this game.
Jackson, will SMU will they be celebrating a little too much? And can Boston College catch it?
Ugh.
Are you going upset?
They have nothing to lose at this point.
Are
they
you going
want us
upset?
Oh God, don't. No.
Jackson, are you going upset? Because you almost
No.
said Boston College.
No, hell no. Hell no.
But I think SMU is going to win 31-17, but it's going to be very close in the first half.
Yes.
Is this game going to be on Disney Plus? No, but they should put that on Disney Plus.
Blake Ass says, Austin, who's the worst team in the ACC? It's like a three-way tie.
You're looking at.
I think it's BC, Stanford, and I don't like to say it, but probably Syracuse. I mean, and as of right now, I mean, I don't like to say it, but and for Virginia Tech, those are like the bottom four. Who was your pick for this game, though, Jackson?
SMU 31-17. Who'd you pick?
I'm going SMU 28-24. Colorado, West Virginia noon on TNT and HBO Max, and West Virginia's 6.5-point favorites. Oh Lord, Jackson, someone's losing bowl eligibility Saturday. Who's losing bowl?
Oh man, I'm so excited about this game. West Virginia, Colorado, like that's gonna be fun.
Oh
West
Lord,
Virginia, like Scotty Fox. Oh my God, he's been tremendous. Like he was awesome last week against Colorado. And I think not Colorado, Houston. My bad. I'm so excited. I'm mixing up teams in my head. But that's the thing, though. I'm so excited about what West Virginia can bring in the future with Rich Rod. I mean, like the 2025 season, it may not result. It probably won't result bowl eligibility for West Virginia. But I'm going to tell you right now, this is a team to put your stock in for the future. I mean, Deion Sanders is probably going to medically retire after this season, or he could medically retire after next season. We don't know. We don't know. But we're going to wait and see. But I do not see Colorado beating West Virginia Morgantown. That's a not no, but hell no. I mean, West Virginia.
And they're starting. Hold on, Jackson. And they're starting Juju Lewis, too, the freshman. So the freshman's first game on the road in Morgantown, yeah, that's going to go over well. Go ahead.
I think West Virginia is going to win 28-17. I think they're going to take it a little easier on Colorado. I mean, Colorado got the hell beaten out of these past few weeks. I do not see that team beating West Virginia in any way, shape, or form. Not even if it was in Boulder, honestly.
You know something, Jackson? My heart wants to pick Colorado for my family and for my guy, Deion. I want to do it. But, Jackson, sometimes you have to just have reality. Give me West Virginia 34-28.
Think of it like this. You're picking West Virginia for good buddies, Mountaineer Paul and Shane and Eric Sabb and Joey Foster and Frank Fear and Greg Chris.
Noon on ESPN2, Jackson. James Madison.
James Madison.
James Madison.
Let's go, James Madison.
Go ahead.
Beat the hell out
What's
of
your
Marshall from Louisville. There you go.
What's your score prediction?
James Madison, 38, Marshall 20.
I'll go 34-17, James Madison. Temple Army, 1 p.m. Jackson on the Big Ten Network. Purdue at Ohio State. Ohio State's 29.5. Jackson
will beat the hell out of.
Hold on. No. Whoa, Jack. Let me get the tagline out, and then you can step on it. Will Purdue live up to their name, Jack, and play spoiler maker?
No.
Okay. Who we kidding? Jeff Brom's not walking through that door. Who we kidding? Agreed. Again, focus. Jackson, we're both picking. Oh, what do you think about that, Jackson? Did we see that?
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Oh. You know, Jackson, as much as I would like to see that, because then it would put a whole ripple in, but that would be something. We're both picking Ohio State, but does Ohio State cover?
Yes. Ohio State wins 49-10. They kind of play with their food a little bit in the first quarter.
I'll go 30-10, Ohio State.
Yeah. Trojan Fight's not too crazy about Ole Miss Citadel, and he says that these 9 conference games can't come. Honestly, I still think you're going to see these weird-ass cupcake games, whether they're in September, November. I mean, I don't like it personally, but that's just me.
And which I won't make Jackson pick this game. I have some respect for Jackson. I'll be nice.
I appreciate it, man.
Here we go, Jackson. Maryland at Rutgers. We are going to pick this game, though.
That's a piece of shit. That's a piece of shit.
Do you want to pick the Citadel Ole Miss instead? I was trying to be nice. Maryland at Rutgers, 2:30 on FS1. Rutgers is a 1.5 favorite. Jackson, this is basically for Rutgers season because Jackson, they got Ohio State coming down the pipe. And, of course, with a loss here, they'd be 4-7 and would not be bowl eligible. So they need this win. But Maryland has been struggling. Jackson, Mike Locksley's been doing it again. And
I really don't
I
care
want to say,
about Mike Lot. I've been telling everybody about Mike Locksley.
hold on. I was about ready to give you your credit. Jackson has been warning me all year long. Because I even said, Maryland might be a dark horse in the Big Ten. And Jackson said, no, they're not. They have Mike Locksley, Austin. He's going to blow it. He'll get to 6 wins and then he'll blow it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not even at 6 wins yet. So,
No.
Jackson, I give you your kudos.
But I was saying, like, oh, thanks, man. I was saying, I personally don't care for Mike Locksley because it's like, you know, I don't even think the guy should be a head coach to begin with because he was so disastrous at New Mexico. The only reason why he even got this head coaching position at Maryland, because, I mean, yes, he's a great recruiter, but it's because he was an assistant coach for Coach Saban. I think Maryland's going to get tired of that shit, Dave. Like, that's what I think. They're going to get sick and tired of this shit where, oh, well, we're doing just enough to get the bowl eligibility. I'm going to tell you right now, Maryland's going to get sick and tired of that crap. And if they miss out on a bowl, that's where they're really going to get pissed off. That's what's going to happen. I don't see Schiano ever getting fired by Rutgers. Like it would have to be like 3 straight losing seasons. But there's no way. As sure as God's little green apple is on that apple tree, I don't think you're seeing Schiano get fired because he's the best coach Rutgers has ever had. And I think that could be like nostalgia from the first stint of his tenure. But you know, that's just the way it goes. Yeah, that's Maryland for you in a nutshell. They always have great starts to the season, but then they shit the bed when the regular season comes out. I mean, that's just what they do. Maryland keeping Locksley year after year shows they aren't serious. Well, I think that topic's going to change. Probably either at the end of this season or they'll give them that vote of confidence for 2026. And there again, when you get a vote of confidence, that is never a good sign.
So who's your pick for this game, though,
Jackson? Oh, I've got Rutgers winning.
Like Dave said.
I don't feel sorry for
Okay,
Maryland.
what's your score?
I got Rutgers winning 24-21. Here's to beating Maryland.
23-20 Rutgers. I think Rutgers ekes it out in Chief Stadium.
I think
Louisiana, Delaware. Okay. I won't make Jackson pick any of these games. I'll be nice to him. Here we go. Here's a good one, Jackson. 3:30 on ABC. Texas A&M going to Missouri.
Are we even going to get to see that on YouTube TV, or are the parents still fighting? When I say that,
here's
I mean
the thing, Jackson, that's why you have a satellite or cable subscription, so you don't have to worry about all that crap. I still got Dish Network over here.
Well, that's another time.
I'm still a little old-fashioned. Yeah, yes. Here's the thing. I'm a little old-fashioned. Quick story time. I still have a Dish Network box. I have the Hopper. I'm still old-fashioned. My mother always taught me, she's like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, son. Keep a satellite or cable box. And I'm like, cool.
There you go.
So when I moved into my little house here, my corner little house, I called up Dish. I said, I want a cable subscription. So I have NBA League Pass, SC Network, Big Ten Network. I even have Big Ten Plus on my cable package. I just flipped it on, and I was like, and I was like, okay. And I have SEC Plus, and I don't have to pay extra for it or nothing. So it must be in the package. But anywho, A&M at Missouri though, Jackson. A&M's a 6.5-point favorite. Jackson, As we know, Bo Perdula is out for the season. He will not be in this game.
He could come back during the season. That's the thing, though. But when does he come back is the question. I mean, Marcel Reed, he's been chewing people up like a chicken nugget.
Jackson, I'm going to say something that's going to upset people. He might be the most dynamic quarterback we've seen since my guy Lamar Jackson. He is out there doing things that only someone like a Lamar Jackson or a Jaden Daniels can do. Like Jackson, he's special. If A&M wins it all this year, it'll be because of him.
Well,
and you know how much Jackson, I love me some Lamar Jackson. You know how much I love my guy Lamar. So for me to say that's special. But go ahead, go ahead.
I mean, he does make that magic, you know. I mean, he's making that magic. So it doesn't surprise anybody, you know, where it's like, I like what Marcel Reed's bringing. But, you know, Missouri, I mean, I'm hearing some people say, oh, Drinkwitz's going to leave Missouri after this season. We don't know that for sure, honestly. I mean, I think he's fine right where he's at. But Missouri is a dangerous place. I mean, we saw that over in Bama. I mean, defense made some stops for Crimson Tide. But I do want to know about this young man named Matt Zollers, the freshman QB from Missouri. I want to see what he can do. I mean, I think he'll be fine, but Texas A&M, they're going to be too much for Missouri, in my opinion.
Here's the thing. Jackson, he came in the Vandy game, and he engineered a drive that tied the game at 10 before Vandy went on their drive to win it. And then at the end, it's kind of one of them Hail Mary situations. It kind of having to throw the ball, hurry up, move it. Texas A&M's been playing some great football, Jackson. They might be the most complete team in the SEC. Maybe, just maybe. But 6.5, Jackson, even Vegas is telling us Missouri at home is a different team. Do you want to pick first? You want me to pick first?
You pick first.
I think A&M's perfect season rolls on 28-23. 28-23 Texas A&M wins an Easter on the road.
Well, that's another thing too. When Texas A&M's perfect season does end, it won't be because of Missouri. That I can guarantee. But I've got Texas A&M winning 38-21.
Okay. Jackson, 3:30 on CBS. Big time. Do you feel it? The big time. Okay, anywho. On CBS, it's big time, it's prime time. Well, actually, it's not prime time. 3:30 is not a prime time slot. Number 9 Oregon going to number 20 Iowa in Kinnick Stadium. And Oregon is only a 6.5-point favorite. Jackson, can Kirk Ferentz and Iowa pull some magic? And Jackson, Iowa is still in the Big Ten championship title race. They're not out of it yet. And with a victory over Oregon would really, really hurt the Ducks' chances. It might even eliminate the Ducks from the Big Ten title contention.
Well, it would eliminate Oregon from Big Ten title contention if they lost this game, but they would not be eliminated from playoff contention. But
No.
So it's like
I think Oregon's going to make the playoff, even if they're 9-3.
But for this one,
okay. Hold on. Got to hit the alarm. Do my due diligence. Oh, I don't know why. The alarm twice. I want to say before you make your pick, Jackson, Oregon has shown potential at times to be what we know they could be, where they run the ball, Dante Moore's efficient, and what they did to Rutgers. But Jackson, we've also seen him have those moments, but we've also seen his grit and determination moment. I know people look on this frowning now, Jackson, but what he did at Penn State all those weeks ago, Jackson, that was his gutsy performance, what he did against Penn State. And for that, Jackson, going to Kinnick, this is going to be another challenge for him because Iowa is not an easy place to play. Just ask Ohio State. Just ask Penn State. Just ask anybody that's played at Kinnick. I mean, Ohio State's had a couple scares at Kinnick. It's not an easy place to play. Take that into factor. And Oregon's defense at times has been suspect. But once again, Jackson, it is Iowa. So we have to take that into factor too. But go ahead.
I think it's going to be a tight one. We saw it with Iowa, Indiana. I think Oregon wins a tight battle in a 21-17 fashion. But if Iowa does upset Oregon, don't be surprised if they do. They always do this crap.
I'm going to go 27-19 Oregon. 27-19 Oregon in a thriller. 3:30 on ESPN. Syracuse, Miami. Miami's 28.5-point favorites. Jackson, we're both picking Miami, but does Syracuse cover the spread? Or does Miami cover the spread in this instance?
No, Miami does not beat the spread. I think it's a 38-14 victory, but once again, as I've stated earlier tonight, this is a game no one's really going to care about. And that's where you need to watch Miami and the games that no one's really thinking about or caring about. I mean, no one was really thinking about Miami-Syracuse last year compared to the Iron Bowl. What happened? They lost at the Carrier Dome. Not saying they'll lose at home to Syracuse, to a really unhealthy Syracuse team. But I'm saying it's a possibility.
I'm going to go 38-14 Miami. I think they cover. 3:30 on CBS Sports Network. Jackson.
Oh, a good basketball.
Yeah. Duke going to UConn. But in all seriousness, though, Duke's a 9.5-point favorite.
Oh, that's a crappy football game. Oh, not as crappy as it would have been in, like, say, 2007 or 2005, for example. But it's still good. This could
be a fun game.
But is it a game you're going to be, like, really keeping your eye on at 2:30 Central Time? No. I know.
Actually, yes.
Well, no. Well,
actually, Jackson, you got to forget I'm a sicko.
Well, I'm a sicko, but it's like I'm not that sick. But in all seriousness, this looks pretty interesting though, because you got Connecticut at home against Duke. Once again,
Jackson. This is another one of the weird scheduling things. Playing Connecticut towards the end of the year. This is one of the weird, wonky, independent ACC kind of things.
I
think Duke wins.
I want to see more independence in college football like we did in the 80s and 70s, but I know that's not coming back anytime soon. But, I'm going to go with Duke.
Hold on.
Oh, you're going first?
I was going to make my... Yeah. Stop hogging it, Jackson. Once again, focus. I'll go 31-21 Duke. Go ahead.
Duke will win 28-17 over UConn.
Another good basketball game, Jackson. 3:30 on ESPN2. Kansas at Arizona. Arizona's 4.5-point favorites. Who's your pick to win this game?
I got to go with Arizona in a 35-31 fashion.
I'll go 38-33. Arizona wins a shootout in the desert. 3:30 on Fox. Iowa State at TCU. TCU only 6.5. With Rocco Beck Jackson, there's always a chance, but do the Horned Frogs win? Can Iowa State overcome TCU at home?
No. Iowa State has just fizzled out due to injuries, man. Ugh. I mean, I can't say anything nice for him this time.
What's your score?
TCU 24, Iowa State 17.
I'm going to go 27-23 TCU. I think TCU will win a tight because Iowa State is resilient. 4 p.m. on the SEC Network, Auburn, Vanderbilt. Auburn's only Vanderbilt's only 6.5-point favorite. Jackson, I'm going to let you start on this one because I know you're going to have a field day with Mr. Hugh Freeze over here. Take it away.
I've had my field days on him. I mean, Hugh Freeze sucked. He's gone bye-bye. But, I mean, I had my little field day on him on a quacking off with Ben and Spaz. I mean, Hugh Freeze, I mean, his next adventure is going to be Senate, the Mississippi Senate race for 2030. Yeah.
Someone hit the wrong button. But who's your pick for this game, though, Jackson?
Oh, dude, I'm going to go with Vanderbilt. Diego Pavia is going to beat the hell out of that Auburn defense. It's going to be 28.
I mean, Vegas only has him as 6.5.
Yeah, but I mean,
Vegas only has him.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Vegas. I mean, that's all I hear is Vegas. Yeah, we don't care.
But what's your score, though? Go ahead.
28-17 Vanderbilt. Go away, Auburn. You suck, you jackasses.
33-17 Vandy. Kennesaw State. Okay, I won't make Jackson predict anything. Jackson, do you want to predict Washington, Wisconsin?
You know what? I feel bad for Wisconsin more than I do for Auburn because Auburn sucks. Wisconsin sucks, but I feel bad for Wisconsin all the same. I'll pit Washington in a 35-13 victory over Wisconsin.
34-21 Washington. At Camp Randall, it gets a little crazy. Oh, Lord. Poor CW, Jackson. 4:30 on the CW.
I know they were
Stanford,
getting
North
into.
Carolina.
I knew they were getting into.
Stanford at North Carolina. Carolina 7.5-point favorites. Jackson who's going to win this game? I'm literally flipping a coin in my head right now.
I'm going with Stanford.
What's your score?
27-24 victory. Like
unfortunately,
I'm so done with hearing about literally I am so done hearing about Belichick and Jordan and North Carolina. It's like I don't care. I don't care about Bill Belichick's.
Unfortunately, Dave, this is the best the AC has to offer for the CW. Unfortunately,
it's a piece of shit, is what it is. I mean, really? Ugh. Well, I mean AC has something better to offer than that pile of junk. No, but I wish it worked.
They don't want to give the CW anything, Jackson. They're like, shoot, you get Bill Belichick. Here's your rating. Shoot.
If they want to make it better, have Phineas and Ferb call the game on Disney Plus or put it on Disney Channel, or they'll or have Luce and Amity from the Owl House call Stanford, North Carolina. I mean, I'm just spitballing here because I mean, you have SpongeBob calling NFL games or doing like NFL games. Start doing that, Disney. I mean, you got the money. So, I mean, make this power crap game less boring. They should do that.
I'll go 23-16 North Carolina. They eke it. Texas State, Louisiana. Ooh, here we go, Jackson. Now we're getting into the meat of the
that's
ACC.
better.
Now these are some good ACC games coming up. 7 p.m. on ESPN. Wake at Virginia. Virginia 6.5-point favorites in Jackson. The Cavaliers keep finding ways to win. Do they find a way to win against Wake at home?
Say in June 4th, and I didn't think we did, but here we are.
Actually, Jackson, you had one person here, i.e., who told you Virginia could be a dark horse?
Yeah.
Time to give me a little credit now.
Oh, well, we did say Virginia. I was talking about the Virginia Wake Forest game in general.
Oh, okay, good. Okay,
yeah,
my bad.
Oh man, 20. Oh my god! Oh my god, Dave.
We're not going to put that comment up because if we do, YouTube is going to take us down immediately.
We're not reading that comment. But we enjoy it. It's like bim, 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 bim.
I don't even know how to transition anymore. Wake Virginia, Jackson. Do the Cavaliers keep finding ways to win?
He broke his brain. He broke his brain. He broke his brain.
What? What in the world? I don't even know.
Oh.
Wake Virginia, Jackson. Wake Virginia. Come on, Jack. Let's get focused again. Wake Virginia. Fastest 3 minutes.
Oh my god. Virginia is gonna win another tight one in a 24-21 victory over Wake Forest.
27-25. Virginia keeps winning Titans. 7 p.m. on ESPN2. Cal, Louisville. Louisville's 20.5-point favorites at home. Jackson, Cal, 1 win away from bowl eligibility. Do they play spoiler to our year?
No. Louisville is going to win this piece of shit game 35-13. Austin, your Nets, my friend.
34-20 Louisville. 7 p.m. on the AC Network. Florida State at Clemson. Clemson 2.5-point favorites. And Jackson, at first, this looked to be one of the better games in the ACC schedule at the beginning of the year. Now it's basically what it is now. Florida State trying to save Mike Norvell's job, and Dabo Swinney has lost the plot. Who wins on Saturday night in Death Valley?
I hate that game. I hate this game. I tell you what, because it's like, this is so sad. Well, wait a minute.
Not hate, Jackson, dislike. Hate's a strong word, good buddy. Remember.
Oh, well. My brain is rotted tonight.
Yes, I picked Louisville, Troy. I picked them last week.
I mean, like Clemson losing two straight matchups against Duke. I mean, this is why I made this comment about how the 2021 to right now era of Dabo Swinney to the 2001-2009 era of Bobby Bowden, where right now where Clemson is, this is worse than where Florida State was in the 2000s when they were going downhill, is because the fact Clemson's losing to Duke. I mean, I know it's like you lost to Mike Elko Duke, but don't act like they lost to Wallace Wade Duke. Don't act like they did that. I mean, my God, you lost to Duke. You shouldn't be losing to Duke if you're Clemson. This team, this is hell for Clemson, basically. And Florida State, I mean, they're scooting their butts across the floor over beating Wake Forest. I mean, that tells you where their year is at. And honestly, and your players are laughing their ass off every time you say the process, going through the process. That's a terrible, terrible look right there. So I mean, I have no words. I've got no words for these two teams. I mean, they're clown teams, honestly. They're clown teams. I mean, Florida State put all their eggs in one basket for Alabama. They let that game go to their heads. They lose to Virginia, Miami, and the Pitt. They lose to everybody, basically. And, like, come on. You go from cock of the walk after beating Bama to basically bragging that you beat Wake Forest to end your conference losing streak. What the hell? I mean, seriously, I think whether are we going to be seeing Mike Norvell get fired after this season or get that vote of confidence for 2026 is the good question for Florida State. But as for Clemson, I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen.
Who's your pick, though, Jackson?
I have to.
That's what everyone wants.
I have to pick a winner on this one, don't I?
Now, Jackson, it could be worse. We could have your favorite thing. It could end in a tie if there was ties still.
Fuck that. I'm picking Clemson to win 28-27.
See, the quickest way to get Jackson to make a pick is tell him that there could be a tie. He don't like ties.
Well, everybody hates ties. Like they're the scum of the earth, man. Like ties are the scum of the earth, my guy.
31-26 Clemson at home. Clemson at home. Here we go. 7:30 on ABC. LSU at number 4 Alabama in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Alabama's only 10.5-point favorites in Jackson. Before we get to your shameless promotion, I gotta say this. And Babine was asking earlier, what outrageous pick was I gonna make this week? Well, you want to know something, Jackson?
All right, what's that?
You know something, Jackson? After teams fire their head coaches, Jackson, they seem to play better football. They seem to play re-energized football. That happened for Florida last week. It happened with Penn State. They may not win, but they play re-energized football. And maybe with Brian Kelly being fired, LSU will find new life going to Tuscaloosa. And Jackson, wouldn't it be very fitting if LSU stuns Bama in Tuscaloosa?
That's not
and puts the world on notice. Wouldn't it be very fitting, Jackson? Wouldn't it be very fitting? But before we get to our picks, Jackson, do some shameless promotion for me.
Well,
give us your preview.
Well, we talked a little bit about this on Alabama with the Voice College Football last night for Crimson Tide Live. As a matter of fact, the new co-host of Alabama with the Voice College Football, Travion Ware, is part of the channel, and we were joined by Lewis Johnson of LSU at the Voice College Football. No worries. Jeffrey was out due to exhaustion on Monday, but he's back Thursday night on Alabama with the Voice College Football. No worries. Relax. He's all good. But we talked a little bit about the key position battles, including the running game, where that's going to be rough. That's going to be rough, like especially trying to stop it for Alabama. But Trey'Dez Green is a guy to look out for from LSU. He's been a game changer for them. I mean, Bernard Gooden and Whit Wheats, they are two guys to look out for on defense. But, you got our X factor for Alabama, Josh Cuevas. You got Jeremy Bernard, part of that receiving core. And if Lottie Brooks can come back, that's going to be huge right there. And we're obviously moving on up, finally getting a piece of the pie with Justin Jefferson on defense. I can tell you, it's fun watching that crowd in Tuscaloosa, man.
But Jackson, there was one thing. Drake Kirkpatrick Jr. Jackson did get arrested and suspended indefinitely. How much does that hurt the defense?
That hurts the defense a little bit, but we've got the Nets man up mentality.
I tell you, a player I've noticed, Jackson, Kevon Keeley, he's come a long way. He made the play against South Carolina last week, or 2 weeks ago now. Made the fumble, Kevon Keeley. A lot of people were unsure about him.
Yeah, Keon Keeley was awesome in that one.
Keon. Is it Kevon or Keon?
It's Keon.
Keon Keeley. Okay.
But yeah, he was a game changer, and you could see Dijon Lee stepping up like that. That would be pretty cool to see him play at some point. I mean, we got to see him make that clutch interception against Mizzou. I mean, oh man, Xavier Brown making that pick six return against Tennessee. Loving our guys, loving our guys.
Here's the thing with this game. Listen, on paper, Alabama should probably win this game. But Jackson, here's the thing. LSU's defense, Jackson, is phenomenal. Blake Baker knows how to scheme it up. I think they're going to give Bama's receivers a rough day at the office. If LSU could put a stop to that run game or at least slow it down, they've got a chance. It's on the offense. The key is dust fire in this offense. And Jackson, now that BK is no longer there, I think we're going to see a re-energized LSU on Saturday. I think they're going to be ready to play. I think they're going to be re-energized, ready to play, and they're going to say, "We're going to spoil your season, Bama."
Wow.
Go ahead, though, good buddy.
I mean, I every time we've seen Alabama be a double-digit favorite, I mean, the last two times that's happened were in 2021, 2022. 2022, that resulted in an overtime loss to LSU. A lot of people were buying the hype of LSU. Brian Kelly's like, oh, LSU's the greatest thing because they beat Alabama and they basically stopped them from going to the 14 playoff. That's going to make them, a national champion under Brian Kelly at some point. It's like, yeah, no, you let yourself get hyped up after beating Bama. I mean, look, where did that one win get you? It didn't get you anywhere. And now, at 2021, I mean, I think they regret that Orgeron firing now. I can guarantee you that.
But who's your pick for this game, though, Jackson?
Alabama's going to win this one 28-20. Unfortunately, I've got it really close. Because LSU, like you said, they're re-energized.
You know what that means.
Oh, dude, you got that meeting grin.
Jackson, give me the LSU Tigers to go to Tuscaloosa and upset the Crimson Tide on Saturday night. 24-20. Give me LSU to stun Bama, thus putting the college football world back on notice any given Saturday. 24-20 LSU. How about them Tigers, good buddy?
How about
my upset of the week?
Ugh.
OMG. I love you guys. Oh
All right, onward to the Nets game. That's
my
all.
God. Hold on, Jackson. Hold on. We got to highlight this. Let's have a little fun. Jackson knows your picks. Hey, listen. Listen. Hey, I pick a lot of upsets, but a lot of times I get the spreads right more than Jackson does, which is kind of funny. I tell Jackson all the time, I'm like, you just book me a flight to Vegas, I'll win you some money. And real fast, he says, I have a question for both of you guys. I know it's off topic. Well, what is your guys' sleep schedule?
It's here, there. It could
Typically,
be
when I'm not,
huh?
so for me, when I'm not doing shows, I try to be in bed by 10 o'clock. Try to be, but this guy down here sometimes keeps me up. I try to be in bed by 10, 11 o'clock. Try to get some good sleep because I got to be at my work at 6:30, 7 a.m. And then I got to go to my other work at 3 p.m. So I have a busy day. And tomorrow I got an award ceremony. So I'm looking forward to that too, which I'll take pictures. He's currently at work watching. Yep. But Jackson, 7:30 on NBC and Peacock. Navy at Notre Dame. Notre Dame's 26.5-point favorites. Me and Jackson are both going to Notre Dame, but does Navy beat the spread?
Yes, but Notre Dame wins. Notre Dame is going to win 28-13 against Navy.
I have 31-13 Notre Dame. Here we go, Jackson. This is kind of a fun little game. It's becoming 7:30 on the SEC Network. Florida, Kentucky in Lexington. Florida is a 3.5-point favorite, and Jackson, Kentucky seems to have Florida's number. Kentucky is currently on a winning streak against the Gators. And Jackson, for the longest time, Florida was kicking some butt in this series. Now it's Kentucky doing the butt kicking. Jackson, you've got Kentucky and Florida both at 3-5, and the winner of this game, Jackson, will be 4-5, and will be a little closer to bowl eligibility, and maybe, just maybe, securing a must-needed win. I'll let you pick first.
You know what? I'm going to go with Florida on this one. It's going to be 28-21 Florida over Kentucky.
Give me Kentucky. 31-17. Give me the Cats. 31-17 Kentucky at home. I think they own Florida. They own the Gators. They own the Gators. Here we go. Oh, yes. This is the one I'm looking forward to right here. Nebraska at UCLA, 9 p.m. on Fox. UCLA's a 1.5 favorite. Jackson, Dylan Raiola is out for the season. Can Nebraska rally and go to Southern Cal and beat Prince Charming?
Oh, man. Nebraska wins a tight one. They're starting Rhett Laugh because Dylan Raiola is out for the rest of the year due to a broken fibula. Nebraska is going to win.
Fibula.
Yep. Nebraska will win 27-21 over UCLA.
$31-14 UCLA. 31-14 UCLA wins big. Oregon State, Sam Houston, Jackson, 10 p.m. on the CW in honor of our Beaver guy, Clint Moses and Connor Johnson. Is Oregon State going to get their third win of the year? Jackson, are they going to go streaking?
Yes. Oregon State wins 31-14.
38-10 Beavers. San Diego State, Hawaii at 11, and that was week 11. Got some good games in here. Of course, you got Cupcake Week for the SEC, but Jackson, of course, the night games are not too like LSU, Bama, of course, probably going to have a lot of eyes on it. And Jackson, if LSU wins, good buddy, I'm going to have a field day with you on Final Whistle. I'm going to have a field day. But in all seriousness, though,
note to self: take
what
a
do you
long
think
time on Alabama LSU post game show. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, if Bama wins, Jackson, you're going to be like, I tried to tell you. Oh, boy. This is a good one for you, Jackson, to end your night.
LSU, because Auburn really, really, really sucks.
That's true. That's true. But I will say this, though, Jackson. You want to know what doesn't suck? Well, there's a lot of things that don't suck. But this, especially here, doesn't suck. So, speaking of the Alabama postgame show, you can catch it all right here on Alabama, the voice of college football. Shameless promotion for Jackson with Jeffrey and the whole cast of Red Elephants, all that good stuff. But Jackson, let the people know what else you got going on besides the postgame.
Well, of course, today we had the Alabama Primetime Live show with Trevion Ware, where Trevion Ware and I were joined by Brody Smoot of Crimson Coverage as we talked about the recruiting updates and a little bit, and you'll be shocked to know this, but we talked a little bit about basketball season. But we ended the show with our reaction to the rankings, where Alabama was 4th in the top 25 rankings for the CFP 2025 rankings for the first set. And I could tell you right now, me personally, if we get by, cool. If Alabama doesn't get by, cool. Just let me know who we're going to play. That's what I say. Because, like, bye weeks don't automatically mean you're going to win it all. I mean, have we learned nothing from last year? Let's be honest. And, of course, you can also find Monday's edition of Crimson Tide Live, where Trevion Ware made his debut as a co-host for Alabama with the Voice of College Football. And, of course, we were joined by Lewis Johnson from LSU Live and Last Word on College Football as we discussed the preview of Alabama LSU. And let me tell you something, folks. It was a fun, wild ride. And I think I'm going to be joining Lewis Johnson for LSU Live tomorrow night, Wednesday night, on LSU at the Voice of College Football for Alabama LSU preview. And there's also the call-in show from Jeffrey and I as we take your calls at 10 p.m. Eastern Time Thursday night, discussing the Crimson Tide and much more. And, of course, for more updates, what I've got going on the Jets. Oh, there we go. I've got an upcoming episode of the Jacksonian. It could be with the guys at Locked Up Blue Jays as we recap the 2025 Toronto Blue Jays season. And I can tell you, that'll be a fun one. We're doing it Saturday night after I get done with the Alabama LSU postgame show.
Yes. So keep it locked in. We will be back Saturday night for Final Whistle after Jackson gets done with his postgame rigmarole, as I like to call it. So after Jackson gets done, we will be right in here and discuss all the day's games, from the noon slate to the late night slate. We might even give you a play-by-play if the games are good. We've done that in the past too. Jackson did the Holy War last year. We called the Holy War game live on air. And you want to talk about getting a man excited for a non-Alabama game? Jackson loves some Holy War. That's like one of his favorites. Like, he's like a kid on Christmas. Go ahead. But we will see you all Saturday. So go ahead.
We'll be set for Saturday night. And thank you guys for helping me get to 720 subs, as I am now 280 subs away from that magic number 1,000. All I'd love for Christmas is get to 1,000 subs, and I can't do it without your help. And I thank you guys for helping me get there. And for more updates of what I've got going on, the Jacksonian, Alabama with the Voice of College Football, Pitt's Now Final Whistle with Sports Talk with Austin, and, of course, where I join
Mountaineer Paul in Lochdale, West Virginia. Your team every day, once, twice a week for the Mountaineers, for Jackson Spoiled College football, and the once, twice a week calls on the Paul Feinbaum Show where the weekend's full of surprises. Check me out on Jacksonville CFB on @/Twitter and on Instagram and Threads. Jackson Johnson 543908. And you can also check me out on Jackson Johnson 97 Blue Sky Social at Blue Sky, where some say the skies are blue, the skies are gray. Some say the skies are overcast, but I say to each their own. Austin, what magic are you cooking up on Sports Talk with Austin?
Well, of course, as soon as this stream is over, I'll be generating clips, uploading clips through the night on both of our channels for predictions and previews and whatever other topics as well. Get them out there in the stratosphere. And of course, have many videos coming out as well. And of course, like Jack said, picks analysis and final whistle on Saturday night. Be back here Saturday night after Jackson gets done with his. And then when Bama doesn't play at night, we normally go live after the ABC, NBC games go off the air. And what a little bit of everything else. But that's what you can find me. And of course, you find me on X, where you'll find lots of wrestling stuff from me. Of course, college football, and of course, the NBA's back. And of course, college basketball. So you'll be finding lots of that as well. But with that being said, though, Jackson, week 11, cannot wait. I mean, we got some good games on Saturday. BYU Tech comes to mind. And before you know it, Jackson, we'll be crowning ourselves a champion. But until then, we'll see you all. Stay safe, everybody out there. Enjoy the week.
Stay
Be
warm.
blessed,
It's cold
and
out.
we'll see you all Saturday night.
There you go.
Yep. See you all Saturday night. And Jackson, hit our motherfucking music. And let's get out of here.